Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So finally today I can record the video and show you guys this journal and go inside and show you some of the new things that I did in this journal that I'm super proud of. Okay, so to start we can take this out. This is just I think this is called angel hair or baby hair or baby's breath, or I have no idea. So if you guys know, leave it in the comments. And that's something that I do. I don't always do it to all the journals, but I usually do that. I put some sort of flower on the front or on the inside of the journal. This one has lots of flowers on the inside as well. So alright, light is perfect, and I'm not sure. Another thing I wanted to ask you guys is if this is better like that, and then I would know to record my videos around this time on days like this, or if it's better to have the light on. I think it might be better with the light on. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about it. So for this journal, the one thing that I did different for the cover is that so this is the Sari silk that I used this time, and I really like this color. This is like a brick yellow or something like that. I just made that up. It's like a burned yellow. It matches really nice with the red, or sort of like pink red of the cover, which I'll show you a close up right now. So I'm trying to like fix this there. Okay. So yeah, let's get into a close up and see if I remember. Yeah, I did. So you see those little flowers there on the cover, and they're like they're pink, but like almost red, I would say. So the yellow matches beautifully with that kind of color, right? And so yeah, so for this cover I added a doily on the bottom, then I added layers of paper, and then I added some some trims, some lace and stuff. Now this paper here, that's a handmade paper that has some flowers, some leaves attached to it. And I always, when I looked at this paper, I always thought of mango, so the fruit mango. So I don't know why I always thought of it. And so okay, one thing that happened, this cover was glued to carton paper. Okay, so I didn't just use the cover alone. I mean the paper alone. I glue it to carton paper. And here, what I did was I binded the book to I binded the book to the carton paper first, and then I glue it to the cover. But something went wrong where here on the top, kind of it ripped a little bit. So I was like, oh wow, I'm gonna have to, because I had done the front cover like this, but in the back I had not added either this paper or this lace here. It was just this part right here. So I said I'm gonna have to cover that, the tear right there of the paper. So I added this piece of lace, and I glue it to this one, like right there. And then I had to add some paper here. And then I thought, okay, the handmade paper that I always use all the time, this one. I said, I'm just gonna cover where you can tell, because it was glued, I glued it, but you could tell that it had been ripped at one point. And so I said, I'm just gonna cover that with handmade paper, and I'm just gonna, you know, like Mod Podge it on the top. And that's what I did. And to even it out, I did it on the bottom. So you see it there. It's got those, see, you see it there? So a mistake turned into a good mistake. And that's the beauty about junk journals. Like if you have a mistake, or if you did a mistake, and you can correct it, then it's no longer a mistake, right? So again, I think this might be a pocket. I forgot. So I'm trying to look for something that I can see. It is a pocket. See, so this is a pocket right here, and it comes down to the bottom. But you know, she could add something there in a hurry if, you know, she doesn't want to open her journal. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. I did say it on my Instagram, so I forgot. This is the Chicago journal. It's a journal that's custom made for, well, yeah, it's a custom order for a person that on my Etsy shop, a customer on my Etsy shop that wanted a journal where she could record her trip to Chicago. And so, okay, so that's what this journal is about. So this right here, it's the main charm that I made for this journal. I really love this stone. It's very pretty. And then let me see if I zoom in, and then if I zoom in you guys can see it better. This is another charm. This is another one. It's like a flower, and my fingers are horrible, but it's just you know, tough work. Okay. That's pretty, right? I haven't been able to go to the salon to get my you know, my nails done. And my fingers, they're always very rough and stuff because I use my hands a lot at work, and I also use my hands at home to, you know, do a lot of crafting, and always using a lot of water, so my hands are very rough. And I'm not good remembering to use cream, so that's one thing that could probably keep them looking better. And that's a pretty stone there. Sorry, I linger there for a minute. This one says Dream Big. I love this bead. I love it. And then here's the same bead but little, very tiny. And then on the bottom, as always, I always add some beads on the bottom. I did add this little envelope here, and then I added the usual bead that I often add. It says wish with a bell. And then here you have a crystal bead with roses inside, and then this bead that's orangey, and then an orange flower. Ooh, going out of frame. So these are the beads that I added for this journal. Sorry, but my dog, Petey, shh. He's in here. All right, so let's go inside the journal, and I'll try to make this more fun. I'm sorry that I've been like kind of like bleh. But like I said, it's too early for me. So inside this journal, I did add more of a, you know, I added a lace trim here, and then I did add more of the handmade paper scraps and Mod Podge it here to this side of the paper. I feel like I gotta get close so you guys can see it right there and there. And I added to the pocket this collage of pictures of the, I think this is like the sphere or the crystal ball, or I don't know the name of it. I've never been to Chicago, so of Chicago. And then in the back I did add the year that Chicago was, the city was born, and one of the most famous nicknames for the city, which is the Windy City, or Windy City, and it was born in 1837. So I added that there for her, and then I did add this journal belongs to, because it looked very plain without that. And then here on this first page, I added a collage of paper and the same lace that's on the front, this one right here, and it's a pocket right here, so you can put things in there, and then she can put things in here too. And look how pretty that looks. And here on the top of this page lies it's glued to the page, the tea bag ticket that I posted on my Instagram that reads, "Impression is for the now and trust is for the future." And I did say I wanted to add it to our junk journal, and I thought that it would look really nice right there. So again, my dog, Petey, please, Petey. Okay, so here, this paper, this is not a Tim Holtz. By the way, this paper is Tim Holtz. Okay, now this one is not Tim Holtz, but it is double-sided, and it looks, here is like typewriter, right? Like articles and stuff. And I must say, what reminds me of Chicago, it's the 40s and the 50s, around there. And, you know, typewriters, and often think of like detectives, you know, and things of that nature. So I, throughout the journal, that's what you're going to see lots of typewriter lettering and articles and things of that nature. And I did some stampings here on the bottom of this page. I left this page totally blank except for the stamping, because I would like for her to use it as an introduction page for her journal. So here I did add some washi tape that has like that kind of grungy look, and then some yellowish one. And on the top I added some vellum cutout to use it as a pocket. And then these are the ephemera that I used for it. So I just remember that I might take forever if I describe it this way, but it's very particular, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, because, you know, I really want to tell you guys exactly every detail of the journal. Here, this is a printout. I printed this on coffee dye paper, and it's just like some architecture from Chicago, and I did some stamping, and on the top I did write Chicago, the birthplace of jazz, because that's where jazz was born. And then I added some tabs on the top. It's very pretty ribbon, and then some stamping. And here, this is another pocket with the scraps of the paper used throughout the journal. More of that washi tape, and here I did add some sticker that says Traveler. I might be really far from. Okay, I don't know if you can see there that says Traveler, but, or if that is even that important to show. But so here in the back of this paper, I did the same with the vellum, and I added, I printed this out, and so in the back, Chicken Journal, and it says Chicago Daily Journal, and then some tags, and then this is a paper bag, and I get most of my paper bags, and okay, I get my paper bags and my doilies and a few other things which I'll mention from ATatteredDream on Etsy. And so this paper bag, you open it like this. Okay, and I did add some trims to it. And here you have, I added this. This is from a cutout from a Tim Holtz paper, and it's like a bill for an electrician or something like that. So I put it there, and then here in the bottom is where I added the first charm, which is the envelope. And I will take it closer. Where do I go? Right here. So you guys can see it right there. It's really, really cute. I got these envelopes from Hobby Lobby. It came in a pack of about 5 for 4, something like that. And then here I added this lace to the paper to give it a feminine touch, since it's grungy and feminine at the same time. And here are some journaling cards for her. And I will leave below, I will leave a list of all the stores that I use. Okay, this is I got this from a store at the mall, which I don't even know the name of the store. Just went in there, and they had like, it was like a stationery store where they had like kind of like peculiar things, and this came in a pack. And this is like a kind of like a to serve as a gift card, or as a something to give to somebody, and then you put in to and from in the back. And this one says, in a world where you can be anything, be yourself. And it's like a stack of you know, tons of them, and they all have really cute sayings. Okay, so I did add some writing paper. This is all writing paper, very all writing paper. And here are some of my coffee dye, or coffee and tea dye paper that I do. And to get this kind of effect right here, what I do is I open the bag and I let all what's inside, you know, the bag, or the tea bag, all those leaves to fall on the paper. And as I put it on the baking sheet inside the oven, and when I take it out, I just like scrape it off, and it leaves those marks. And then here on the back I did more stamping, and I added a sticker that says journal. Now here, this is another paper bag, again from ATatteredDream. This one you can open it like that, and it's got like double, it's folded double, so that she can journal, you know, all over it. And I did add another, this is like a journaling card that I made of a printout from Etsy. It's just pictures from Chicago. And on that paper clip here, I added just like a little bow of the same, sorry, I was not even in frame. It's like a little bow of the same sari silk that ties the journal. Alright, and then this right here is like a little tux pad, and it's got some top here on the top made of lace, and then here some more lace on this side. And then, you know, another Tim Holtz paper. On the back of that paper, I added a fabric doily as a pocket, which I love to do that with these doilies. They're very cute. And then here it's the first altar tag. Now this tag, I think this one is from ATatteredDream. Yeah, this tag is from ATatteredDream. And then I did add some paper doily as a pocket, and then on the bottom some scraps of the ribbon and lace, and on the top more of that sari silk. Now on the inside of this tag, I added a song, the first part of a Chicago song, and I think it's like the most popular song about Chicago. It's when you type Chicago poems and songs, this is the first one that comes up. And so this is right here. More of the architecture of Chicago. It's a very pretty staircase. And some more tabs on the here, made of lace. And then the other charm that says wish with a little bell. And so here what I did is I added an extension to the paper. I added another paper as an extension. And maybe if I zoom out, you guys can see it better, you see? So all I did was I glued the paper here to this paper, and it's an extension. And then I added a pocket here, and there's some ephemera. This is a tag, and then this is from ARTYmaze. It's an envelope. And then you fold it like this. I did add a trim here to make it very pretty. And then this is from Prima. It's a journaling card from Prima. And another charm right here on this side, another bit. And now I added this is all typewriter paper, and I got this paper from Etsy. And on the back of the paper I added scraps of the paper that I use for the cover, as the Team Holds paper. I will get closer for this one. It's got very beautiful print on it. And a tab right here on the bottom, and another, this is a safety pin with a bead. So this is a pocket here. This right here is a pocket. Okay, let me zoom out just a bit. Right there. So let's just try it. This is a very deep pocket because it goes all the way down. So she can write here, and then she can put pictures inside. More journaling space and trims of the same. I cannot use the same lace that I used for the tabs and stuff, So this is very pretty. And then more stamping here. And then you flip out this page. And here is a ledger paper. Okay, and this ledger paper I got from ATatteredDream. And then more tabs here. And then here it's another journaling card made from a printout from Etsy. And what I do is I glue it to tea dye paper. Okay. Now here it's the center of the book. So what I did, this is a flip out. I gotta take this out. Okay, this is a flip out right there, and this is a very deep pocket. Okay, so she can put things in there, and so it folds like this, and it's got a trim right here, and the main large charm, and then in here it's got like a little tuck spot right there, and that's where I put this paper clip with a charm, and that's where I had this right here. It's a very long paper clip, so the longest part has to go inside the little packet here of this journaling card, and that's the way it is right there. Alright, so and now look how pretty that looks. Doesn't that look pretty? I just love it. It looks really nice. So this is the other side of the journal, which we can go faster. This right here, I just got creative with scraps of the sari silk and some of the ribbons that I use throughout the journal for tabs. And that's more journaling space. Another trim right here, more journaling space. This is the other part of that old typewriter paper. And what I did in this side, on this side of it, is I attached another printout, and I will get very far, go far. Okay, this is the Evening Journal Extra, and it's of Chicago. Chicago, Monday, October 9, 1871. So I just printed this from the internet, and I printed it on tea dye paper, and so I glued this to the to the top, the outer part of the typewriter paper, and it's like a belly band right there. You put things in there, and it opens this way and it folds this way, and it's got like a little tuck spot right here. So it folds in, and then this is a pocket made of scraps of the Tim Holtz paper, and it's got a charm right here on the bottom of it. And now on the other side, it's got a stamping and a tab, again made of the sari silk. Right here, there's a pocket, again made of scraps of paper, with another charm, the rose, which is kind of like doesn't want to stay there. And this right here is another tag. I got this tag from Hobby Lobby, and I just added some paper doily and some dyed canvas ribbon. It's kind of like tea dyed or coffee dyed with a safety pin. So this one goes right here. In the back of that paper is another picture of Chicago, and it says right here is a quote. I just don't know who said that quote. I found it online, but I know somebody said it, must have said it, because it just didn't, appear on its own. But it says, "I miss everything about Chicago except for January and February." I bet. And then here's the other part of that Tim Holtz paper, which is very nice, and it's got some sort of tuck spot made of that ribbon that I used throughout the journal, and safety pin with another bead right there. And this is from no, this is not the ARTYmaze one. This is from NectarsCreation, from A Letters to Rose, and I thought it would look really nice. It would give it some color to the spread. And this is the other side of the paper pouch, and it's got a pocket right here. Now in here I just added some journaling cards, and some stamping on the top of this paper right there, and another tab. And here is, okay, that went well. Here is the tag which I feel most proud of to this point, because I added, okay, what I did with this tag, I added some stems of this kind of flower. Okay, so I added some of the stems right here, and then I kind of like drew with the pencil, with the pen, some stems myself, and then I added some of the leaves to the drawing, and then some here. And what I did is I glued the leaves. I just glued them there, and then I cover it with a doily, paper doily, and some of the ribbon on the bottom. So it looks really cute, doesn't it? And then obviously in the back she can journal and add some pictures if she wants. And I thought it looked really nice here on this part of the journal with all the tabs here, the yellow tabs, and and all that kind of stuff. I thought it looked really nice. So this is the other part of the old writing paper, and I added a tab and a trim right there. Here it's another pocket made of scraps of paper, and another one of those journaling cards that I made with the printout from Etsy. It's just some homes, a neighborhood in Chicago, and another, that pretty bit with the flowers. And in the back of that paper, which is also, this is lined paper as well, I added some scraps of trim and some stamping here. And this is the other side of that paper pouch. I don't know why my dog is barking. Okay. And it's just some journaling card. I added a trim of lace, and then paper cotton open like that. And in the back of it, I added, this was half of a doily that I had, so I just added it here, and it's like a pocket right there. And so yeah, more stamping and more, that's a sticker. And more scraps of paper turned into tuck spots, and another journaling card. Alright, here it says every day is a beginning, and it looks like it was done with a typewriting kind of thing, but not really. And then here, more of the washi tape with some stamping, and it says Discover right here. And then here, this is a flip out. This flips out, and it's a mini pocket as well. And in here I have another tag that I bought that tag from Hobby Lobby, and the other part of that song, the Chicago song. This is the other part of it. So it goes there. Okay, he's getting very excited about something. And then here it's the last picture of another building. This is a church. It looks like a church of Chicago. And then in here, another pocket made of the vellum, the scraps of the vellum. And this is a humongous, a huge tag. And all I did was I kind of like ripped the bottom of the tag, okay, to make it grungy, and to make it a little smaller, because it's like the size of this paper. That's how big it is. And I just added some scraps of paper and a frame and a little sari silk on the top. And obviously she can add a picture or a quote or something there, whatever she wishes to add there. And this is towards the end of the journal. This page is left blank again. It's the last page of the journal where she can journal. And this is the other side of that pretty paper that has the writings and stuff. And here there's another pocket. Oh, come on. There. She can put stuff in there. And I did sign it on the bottom right here. It's got my signature. So yeah, this is the end of the journal. And sorry guys for making it boring, but I really wanted to show you guys every detail of the journal. And I hope you guys like this journal, and I won't be making any more I won't be taking any more custom orders until February of next year, because I want to take December and January off from Etsy to be with my family. January is, well, December I kind of don't have to explain, I mean Christmas and you know whatnot, but January is my birthday month, so I'm gonna take it for myself, and also because I want to get ready with a lot of stuff that I want to do for next year. So I want to have those months, 2 months free to create freely without having to be pressured, you know. So I will start taking custom orders again in February. I'll see you guys again next time. I will have more videos for you guys, even though I won't be doing custom orders for my Etsy shop, and I won't be restocking my Etsy shop until after February, alright? But I will have more videos for you guys, and I hope I see you guys next time. Bye!